Hello, 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 everybody. That time again. It's a hot one already. Yeah, 105 outside. 1:22 p.m. in the afternoon. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Don't forget to hit the like button and share out the live, everybody. Ah, yeah, I'm back. Oh, I forgot there's no mail today. Forgot it's a holiday in some places today, but federal only. So no mail, no banks. Well, I don't know, maybe the banks, but I know there's no. Let's see who is in here. Who's in here? ASMR and Gary. What's up, Gary? Yeah, yeah. 105 is the temperature outside here in sunny California. Yeah, it's a hot one. Yep. Yeah. Air conditioning feels like it's not working. It's so hot outside. But I better start it up. I have one of those temperature things at home. Yeah, the temperature thing at home said it was 111 outside, so that's probably what it feels like. Yeah, the avocado guy. Blood oranges, honey, plums, peaches, everything. I think is $5. Yeah, Monday. Monday. You guys trying to pass the truck there. Yep. Yeah, so tomorrow the mail's gonna be late. It's gonna be backed up. All the delivery and shit because they got extra day of no mail. Get all these birds on the road, probably trying to eat them bugs. I got a cornfields here on the left, grass fields on the right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a lot of traffic today because, only certain places are closed today. So, welcome everybody. Say hi to everybody. Check out everybody's channels. Check out my community tab. Check out all the great channels on there. Go check out James Guide. Go check out Iron Dog. Make sure you say a prayer for him. He's fighting cancer. Check out Rodriguez Reptiles. His son is fighting cancer. He's about 4 years old. His name is Lucius. Make sure you pray for him. Pray for all those people from Texas that lost the family members. And also check out My Animal House with Justin and Trish. Check out Kurtwood. He's usually with Ryan, but Ryan's been working really hard, so he hasn't been around. But Kurtwood started up again. Go check out Spider Mom. Give her some watch hours. Go check out Mark, Spider Guy. He needs to hit 1K. Go check out Constrictors, Keys Constrictors. They're trying to hit 1K. They just hit 900, and they're at I think 950. And they're gonna have a big giveaway here coming real soon here. So it's gonna be a big one. They got snakes. They got all kinds of prizes. So go check them out, everybody. And here's the internet part where it kind of goes in and out. So we'll see how it goes today. Yeah, there's a guy behind me. It's like, yep. So reptiles. He does interviews. See who else. Who else is on that list? TNT Balls. He has a channel, and he also has somebody else with him, which is Keys, KY Constrictors. Go check him out. Yeah, so go check him out. This guy wants to fly behind me. He's going like 80 miles an hour. Speed limit is 70 here. Yeah, people want to fly, as they say. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the jumping spider, it's been hiding in the grass again. It's fine. I'll probably feed it again this week coming up, probably on Thursday. See how it goes. Then I got another. I ordered another enclosure for another jumping spider because I found another one. It was hanging from the door when me and my son were working on the car. He goes, "Oh, look, Dad, There's a jumping spider. So I caught it in the container. Right now I have it in that little container for a while, a couple of days. So we'll see how it goes. I'll put the new one. I'll put that new one in the new enclosure when it gets here. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Then that tarantula out in the wild. Let's see, what's today? I think today's the 20th. Yeah, so today makes it 3 months. 3 months since that tarantula closed off its entrance. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out if it's gonna finally come out or what's gonna happen. Let's see. They're gonna work on this exit. Oh, Wednesday the 22nd. Probably gonna close it off. Oh man, remember that vehicle that was broken down? It's still there. It's still in the. I guess they haven't fixed it yet. It's kind of hard, probably to get. Plus, they're expensive, those tires. You know, I don't know if it's a company bus or if it's a regular or owned by a regular person, the bus. Yeah, okay, going over to the truck. Oh, he's gonna get stuck behind the truck now. Unless he's gonna turn, maybe, huh? Let's see. But she's on her phone, you know. Looking down on her phone. Yep. So we'll see how that goes. I see they're burning another field out there. Some more smoke. But yeah. And then I guess I got some other stuff. My older son sent me something. We'll see what he sent me. Sent me a Father's Day gift. So we'll see. Yeah, just get in front of me, why don't you? Look, what the heck's... I don't know, this guy. He's an idiot. Comes this way, then he goes back. He wants to get ahead. Well, I think he thought the truck was in that lane, so that's probably. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Yep. Yeah. Let's see how many of these idiots are driving today. A lot of idiots driving today. They're tailgating people. Like, just hang back. No, they want to tailgate people. I'll just going the slow way. Let all the crazies go by. Yeah, it looks like a clear sky. Just smoke from the fires that they're burning fields. So yep, yep. Yeah, my son ordered some movies, some Blu-ray movies. Yeah, because he's been watching the, like how you can stream movies, but the quality sucks. So instead, I mean, even the regular discs are better than the ones that are being streamed. If you have a regular CD, you know, but everybody's going into streaming. Why? Because they can charge a lot of money for it, and they don't have to own a bunch of them. You know, basically only a digital copy of it, and then just you know be renting it out. But that's the way it is. Yeah. So how's everybody doing today? We had a great Father's Day yesterday. Yeah, my son, he had already given me my other son already had given me a gift. He gave me this TV and the sound bar. You know, and then plus then he bought me a New York steak, cooked it for me. You could see it on the Instagram. So just ate it with some vegetables. But yeah, yeah. Next week I gotta do that stress test. It's like a 4 hour shit because they put some chemicals in you, and then you gotta sit in the lobby, and they call you back in and run the test, and then you go. Then they give you some other stuff and run more tests. Yeah, it's a 4 hour deal, ordeal, as they say. But yeah, yep, yep, yep. Yeah. So yeah, now the air conditioning feels good. Yeah, once it's still 105, 102 outside, so dropped a couple of degrees. It's not windy today, but it was windy the other day. Get out of the way of these speeders that want to speed. The need for speed. Yeah. Yeah, I think TNT Balls had a live on Instagram this morning. He was doing his raffle. I think some I don't know what it's for. I didn't. I got in there kind of late, but yeah, I guess the people that bought tickets for it were there. You know, the more you buy, the more chances you got to win. Increases the odds supposedly, but hey, you never know. If you're lucky, you're lucky. You know. Look at this guy speeding. You just can't wait. Just can't wait to go into this other lane. Now he's probably going to jump into the other lane. It's like, when are you going to pass, man? There's nowhere to go. This guy's going to go. Well, I guess he probably came from the desert. You know, 3-day weekend. Heading back. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Go visit some relatives here pretty soon. Go visit my older son and my grandson. You know, seen a lot of pictures of him, seen videos of him, seen him, and he's already 2 years old. In February, he was 2 years old. You know, and I've seen him maybe about 5 times, I think. Yep. Yeah, my window's probably gonna be full of bugs tonight. 'Cause I get off late. I get off at 11 at night. Be home by midnight, and usually there's a lot of flying bugs. You know, windshield gets all plastered with them. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, man, the tarantula's getting where you. I'm anticipating when it finally comes up, when it finally erupts and comes out. Hopefully, it has babies with it. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I guess somebody hit that curve again. They repair it they hit it like almost every month. Every month they knock it out and it gets fixed, and then another. Because it usually takes about a month, I think, for them to fix it. Yeah, I think it was a minivan that wrecked it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the other day, I was talking about what was it, the time? Yeah, when I had my car, had that Mercury Marquise. It was a nice car. I liked it, but it was a gas guzzler. And then when I went up north, I found a 66 Chevy Caprice, and I turned in the Chevy van that my grandmother had given me. It was from the 1980s, the Chevy van, I believe. No, no, it wasn't 80s. Let me see, what year was the van? Let's see. Yeah, it was from the 80s. 80s. And it still had points in it. It was. It still didn't have the electronic ignition. I think some models came with it, but this one didn't. Had the points of condenser on it. Still had carbureted, not fuel injected. Because then, in 1980, they started bringing out the fuel injection on some vehicles. Yeah, I saw this 66 Chevy Caprice, and I really liked the way it looked and everything. Had a nice paint job, but a cheap paint job because a couple of months after I had it, I was washing it, and it was coming off. The blue was coming off on the white rags. Not good. Yeah, they did that. There was a place in LA. It was Earl Shives. I think it was Earl Shives, or was it, or something else? No, but there was a paint job, a place that painted cars for $100, 99.99. They basically, they just prepped the paint and painted it. They didn't do any body work or anything like that for that price. But if you had a car that nice, no dents in it, and you just wanted to get it painted, $100, they would paint it. And I think that's the kind of paint job they did on it because it was like seemed like a cheap one. Yeah. And so then I had that car, the 66 Chevy Caprice, and I drove it for a while. I mean, it only had, when I got it, I think, because I guess it was owned by some little old lady. So it had about, I think about 70, maybe 60 or 70, 75,000 miles on it already on the engine. The original engine had a 327 Chevy, 4-barrel carburetor, Rochester, and yeah. So I drove it for a while, and then it one trip because it was up there in San Jose area. One trip when I came down south with it, it just didn't make it back. It the engine messed up on it. And then I had already painted it, because it had a black top, vinyl top with the blue paint. So then I told this guy that lived down where I lived at up north. He lived in. I would drive through the alleyway, and this guy was always fixing cars and painting cars. So I asked him, I go, hey, how much do you charge me to paint my car? He goes, you pay for the paint and help out a little bit, sanding and stuff. I'll do it for $100, the labor. I go, okay. So, and I told him I wanted a two-tone white top with a baby blue on the bottom, but like a Metaflake color on the bottom. So it was nice. He did a good job. And I helped him. We got lucky. There wasn't any rust. You know, when he sanded off all the paint, there was no rust on it, so that was good. Yeah, because if I would have left that vinyl top on there, the rust, because it was gonna start getting rusted. So it was better to take it off. You know, and he did a real good job on it. I like how it came out. You know, and he did a bunch of coats on it, so it was good. There was none of that paint. You know, like what is it? Like the one they have nowadays. It's got the clear coat. The clear coat, man, is crap. It's what makes the paint shine. So once that clear coat comes off, your paint sucks. You know, they're real cheap on the paint. That's on all these cars. That's why. I mean, back in the day, man, the paint was paint. You know, no clear coat. Yeah, and then after he painted it, then he buffed it out. You know, because that other kind of paint, you got to buff it out so it can shine. And you know, then after you buff it out, then you put a nice coat of wax on there. You know, the good stuff. And it stays for a good time. You know, that's when they make good paint jobs. Nowadays, it's like piece of crap paint jobs. Jeez, this guy's going 60, speed limit 65. It's like, come on, got to get to work, man. Well, let's see. I don't know if we pass this guy, depending on how much traffic's coming from the other side. Yeah, there's a lot of cars coming. Yeah, he's slowing down more. I mean, why would you slow down? Because there's a bus. The bus is pulled down or broke down on the side of the road. But it's on the other side. Yeah, that's that guy. Yep. I mean, the guy could at least go the speed limit. I don't have a problem if he goes the speed limit, but can't even do that. Yep. At least I passed him on a good time. But yeah, so I got that car painted, and I kept it for a while. Then I was looking at getting a new car because I've had old cars and I've always wanted to own my own new car. You know, because my first car was the 1970 Mercury Marquis, that 429 engine in it, 4-barrel. Then after that one, I had the Chevy van. You know, my grandmother gave me that one. And then that one ended up the Marquis, the Mercury Marquis ended up, it was messing up. So and then I needed a vehicle to move because we had to move back from an apartment we were staying at because my dad, we were there 6 months and my dad paid 3 months of rent. We got evicted. He didn't tell us, or else I would have paid the damn rent. I mean, I was making enough money to pay the rent. But that was the only thing it was his responsibility. He didn't even do that. Yep, sometimes dads don't do their job, man. Yeah, so I lost that one because when I moved, then I had to leave it there, and by the time I had to go back to get it, it was too late. It was gone. They towed it away, of course. Then I got a letter in the mail saying that I owed money for the towing and also for the storage. And I said, nah, that if I signed it over to them, they can keep it. Of course, they could sell for more money. The car was still good. It was in bad shape. Look at this guy. Come on. It's not even going the speed limit. Yeah, so then I lost that one. So I had the Chevy van, drove that one for a while. Then after that, after the Chevy van, what did I get? Trying to think. Oh yeah, then my grandmother gave me she also had I had the Chevy van still, and then she had a Toyota Corona. I believe it was a Toyota Corona, and it was a stick shift, a 4-cylinder stick shift, and she wanted to learn how to drive stick shift. My grandmother did. She was already in her 60s. So I'm trying to teach her. I go, I can teach you. I go, I mean, I know how to drive stick shift. So I try to teach her. She couldn't get out of first gear. You start like yin, 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 and then you turn it off, and then you got to start it up again, put the clutch in, and over again. So she just got tired. Said, yeah, you know what? You can keep it. You can drive it. So then I started driving the little Toyota, and I had the Chevy van also. But then I was driving it one day, and then all of a sudden the front brakes locked up. They just like boom, locked up, and I couldn't even move. I was like, I'm burning rubber, and the front brakes are locked. Luckily, I always carry tools with me. So then I bled off the master cylinder. And it released the brakes. So then I after that I drove a little bit more, and then as soon as I slammed on the brakes, boom, it would lock up again, and I'm like, what the heck? So I bled off the brakes again. So this time when I was driving, had to drive with the handbrake. I had to use the handbrake to stop. So I got it back to the house. So I got it back to the house, and then I checked it, and it was this valve. It's called a proportioning valve that the brake lights, the brake lines, they go from the master cylinder to this valve, and then from this valve they go to the brakes, the front brakes and back brakes, because this one had disc brakes in the front and drum brakes in the back. So what this does, it gives it even pressure on the brakes. So I tried, I thought at first maybe the master cylinder was real dirty, so I rebuilt the master cylinder, and it was still locking up. So something was inside that valve. It wasn't working, that valve. So it was the spring inside of it, because after it would press the brakes, there was a spring that would relieve the brakes back, and it would spring back, but it wasn't doing that. So then there was no parts for it. You couldn't rebuild it. You had to get the whole unit. So I had to order it from Toyota. I forget. I think it was maybe like $100 or under $100. So I purchased it, put it on. Everything worked fine after that. Then one day it started making noise, like the exhaust manifold was like had a leak or something. And then I'm like, oh shit, So I'm like, so I checked with the Toyota, and Toyota said there was a recall, but it sounded like, man, it had, when I would drive it, it sounded like it had headers because it was like leaking out of the exhaust, the exhaust manifold, so it wasn't going through the catalytic converter or the muffler. So it was like, bah, like really, really, for a four-cylinder, it sounded like real powerful. But I drove it a little bit like that. But then finally, I took it to the Toyota, and then they said, well, there's a recall. There was a recall on it, and I go, well, I'm not the original owner. And they go, well, it doesn't matter when there's a recall. It doesn't matter if you're the original owner or if you're a new owner. So they said, and I go, well, how much does it cost to replace? He goes, no, it's free. When it's a recall, they replace it. So I guess they had a problem with the casting on those exhaust manifolds. So they were cracking. Not all of them cracked, some did. So I got it repaired for free at Toyota. They put a new gasket and a new manifold, and it ran great. So I drove that one for a while. And I forget what happened to that car. I mean, I drove it, and I think at the end, my grandma ended up selling it because she wasn't going to drive it, and then it was too small to, I had the Chevy van still, and then I went up north with the Chevy van. You can carry more stuff in it and stuff like that, and she had already rebuilt the engine on it, on the bottom part, but she never replaced the heads on it. So it started, running really, really bad. Had other problems, and it would turn off at a certain temperature. Then it wouldn't start. Of course, it was the starter. You need a new starter in it. So I got the starter replaced, and then a bunch of other stuff. And then it ended up being the gas line that was sucking air. The return line was sucking air, so it was turning off the engine while you're driving. The more gas you gave it, the worse it got until it turned off. So they fixed that. It ran good for a while, and I ran it, and then it started messing up again. The upper half. I think it had a burnt valve on one of the heads, so it would run good for a bit, then it started messing up. So then that's when I saw the 66 Chevy Caprice, and I turned the van in. And they're all like, oh yeah, they wanted it because I had the pink slip. They wanted it, and hey, well, you can have they wanted me to do payments on the 66 because the 66 Chevy Caprice, supposedly they were selling it. This was back in the 1980s. They were selling it for $2,500, the 66 Chevy Caprice. And to me, the van, it wasn't worth anything because, I didn't pay for it. My grandma had paid for it a long time ago. And then, we drove it for a long time, over 10 years. So I said, and then these companies, they like vans because they can fix, a van is worth a lot to them. Even though the doors were all messed up on it, both passenger and driver side, I used to go in and out of it through the sliding door, and they're all like, "Oh, why don't you?" Because when I was at that dealer, "Oh, why don't you all go in through the other door?" Oh, because I like going out. It's much easier. Just open up and go out in and out that way. Nah, I was just lying. I'm not gonna tell them, that's messed up, and then sometimes it's harder you gotta kick it in order to close the damn door. So I told him, I go, okay, well, I told him, I'll give you $500 cash and the van for the 66 Chevy Caprice. And they're all like, no, you still, do a payment plan. They wanted me to pay $1,000 for it. I'm like, no. My van's I knew the van was worth more, to them. To me, it wasn't worth anything. So I told him, okay, this is, we're going to walk. Oh, no. Well, I go, this is my last offer. I said, $500, $500 and you know, and the van. And then no, okay. And then I said, okay, all right, 600. So I was willing to pay $600 for the 66 Chevy Caprice, and so they said, oh, okay, we have a deal. And I go, well, I got to go to the bank because I didn't have the money with me. So they're all like, oh, okay, well, so then you can drive the 66 over to the bank, and get out the money. So me and my dad and the salesman got him the 66, drove to the and they got it. So I drove. I got the money, gave him the money, and we left. We were happy. You know, knew the car was nice. I mean, that week we were driving somewhere else. We ended up in Salinas, I think. Oh no, we were like in Gonzales. It's like another town south of Salinas. And the people, I was in a like a liquor store. And they're like, "Oh, hey, you want to sell your car?" I'm like, "No, I mean, I just bought it. I'm not gonna sell it. Come on, I'll give you. You want to give me a lot of money for it?" I'm like, "No, I don't care. I mean, I don't want to sell it, you know." And so I ended up driving it a lot, and I put in a bunch of miles, and then I went come all the way down south, and then visit relatives. And on the way back, it started messing up going up that grapevine, up in the mountains. I just couldn't handle the steep hill of the engine. Started pumping oil like crazy, smoke and stuff. I bought a whole case of oil. Man, I was pumping in like about 2 or 3 quarts every like 20 miles. It was just burning the oil out of the exhaust pipe. And then I finally got to this town called Lost Hills. It's past like Buttonwillow. But it was I'm like, oh man, I said, and I was by myself. So I was like, well, I guess I'll have to go in there. And I went in there and I ran out of oil, and I said, that's it. That's the last quarts of oil. The engine was shot. It wasn't going to make it any further. So I parked it next to this like a grocery gas station on the side of the building, and then I locked it up. It had a bunch of stuff in it, And then I told I called my mom and I said, hey, mom, the car broke down. I have nowhere. There's no way I'm going to make it home. And then it was a Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. So, try to get somebody to help you on a Super Bowl Sunday. There's no way. And I forget who it was. I think it was the 49ers. The 49ers, and it might have been the Bengals. I think it was the 49ers and the Bengals Super Bowl, I think. And so turn it around to where the sun. But yeah, it was the Bengals and the 49ers, I believe it was Super Bowl Sunday. So then she goes, okay, well let me see who I can get a hold of. And she got a hold of somebody that can pick me up and pick up all the stuff that was inside the car, because there was all kinds of stuff, in the car, because my mom, she always, every time I would go, oh, bring me some Mexican candies and blankets and a bunch of stuff. I mean, the car was loaded, the trunk and the back seat and my passenger side was full of stuff. Luckily, when they came to pick me up, it was in a pickup truck, so they could put all the stuff in the back, Let's see who was in here. Gardens and Bottles. What's up? Welcome. Gary. Sea of Serpents. Bolsa. Welcome. Bud. Matilde. What's up? Welcome. Slew Foot. What's up? Ryan. What's up, Ryan? Ryan's TV. Thank you for coming in. Welcome. That's another great channel. Ryan. Yes. Oh, yes. Arigato. Thank you for coming from Japan. Squirrel, magnet squirrel, fishing. What's up? What's up? Dimple, what's up? Outdoors and Big Matt. What's up, Big Matt? Information. Hey, yeah, squirrel, magnet squirrel. Yeah. Yeah. So then I said, well, that's I found a friend that loaned me her truck. She came with me, and we towed it back. Went to U-Haul, got a hitch, because back those cars back then, they have these bumpers, metal bumpers, chrome. So then I towed it back and took it to a friend that does work on cars, so they rebuilt everything on it for me. They rebuilt the engine, the transmission. They did all the suspension in it, put all new bushings, everything, brakes, master cylinder. They did everything. I mean, it ended up being like a brand new car, and the interior was very, very good. It was original interior, had no tears or anything, so it was a nice car. So, well, thanks everybody for coming in. I'm here already. God bless everybody that came in. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending whatever it is where you're at. God bless everybody. Till next time. As Keys Constrictor says, call your mama, tell her you love her, because you don't know how long she's gonna be around. So thanks everybody. Till next time. Bye-bye.